Hey, how are you doing? This is DJ Sabanjo, continuing in the series of how you can use webinars to grow your business as a coach, speaker, or trainer. And today I'm going to be talking about one of my favorite type of webinars, and that's joint venture webinars. And basically what that means in plain English is you partner with somebody to host and run a webinar. Now, ideally with a joint venture type webinar, there's one person has the community. So for example, there could be a person who's been growing and serving the community. They have a circle of influence who they've been serving and who are connected to them in one way or another. And then the other person, you know, maybe has the expertise. So for example, this person has developed expertise in a particular area and they've been able to help other people get results with their expertise. So with a joint venture webinar, what usually happens is the person who has built a community would invite their community to a webinar that they would be hosting with the other person, the expert, as their guest. So just imagine you've built a community that is following you, a community that you've been adding value to. So you now have, you invite me, for example, to come and share my expertise with your community. So you promote your webinar to your community, that there's a community you're hosting, there's a webinar you're hosting with this particular guy. His name is DJ and he's been doing all sorts of wonderful things in this particular area, and I've invited him in to come and share his knowledge and expertise with us. It's going to be really great and I'd like to invite you to come along and participate. Something like that. So you promote the webinar to your community. Okay, and during the webinar, it usually is an interview style webinar. So you interview the individual, which will be me in this scenario. So the community builder interviews the expert. The expert shares their knowledge and expertise. They add value to the people who show up, and that's the key thing, is they add great value to the people who show up. And usually at the end, they will invite people who've shown up to upgrade, maybe buy a program, buy a product or a service, or to attend an event of some sort. Okay, so now what then happens is, for the people who do not buy, it doesn't matter because they get great value from the webinar anyways, and so that has built up the brand equity of both the host as well as the expert who was invited in. But also, when people do upgrade and money is made, then the two of you, the community builder and the expert, will then share the revenues however it's agreed. So in a situation where maybe I had a home study program and you invited me to come and you invited me to have a joint venture webinar with you, with your community, we came in, I added value to your community, and at the end of the webinar we make an offer. If your people buy, and you know, if the webinar adds great value and if the offer is relevant to the community, many of them will buy. If they buy, then we share in the revenues. I love doing joint venture webinars. Joint venture webinars was my primary source of income in 2012, 2013, and I'm still using JV webinars even today. I really love this one, and I encourage you to have a go at this. It just makes a big difference. It enables you to expand your circle of influence, to reach more people, and at the same time get more sales of your products and services. Hope this is useful for you. Go ahead and leave your comments and your questions as well. If you haven't registered for our training, make sure you register. The month of September, we're doing a complete training series on using webinars to grow your business. So if you haven't registered, make sure you do that. Go ahead and leave your comments and look forward to the next video in this series. This is DJ Sabanjo. Bye for now.